Nazareth, where you had wood covers and all sort of things. So he turned to Philip and he said, can any good thing come from Nazareth? Philip was so astounded. He just looked at him and just uttered, come and see. He didn't need to say any other thing. He just said, come and see. Because Philip knew what he was talking. That if the man ventured to come into the presence of Jesus Christ, he was going to see a miracle. Am I right or wrong? He said, come and see. So what is my message to you today in Miami? Come and see. For the doubting Thomases who glued to the internet and then make comments on all the misleading information and lies, today I'm telling you, come and see. I think that concludes it. Go back to that slide, because they need to understand that things are changing. Now, I want to challenge you. If you came from Itam Junction, that is the peace column now, the new one. When you come into you will see this other flyover on top. Is there nobody here that has traveled home in the last 3 months? You have? Okay, you are the one that will explain to them, not me. This is the new Akwa Ibom set. And that is why I keep explaining to people. I said, by 2015, when I'm handing over, as the Constitution allows me, I will expect just like what happened to York, what happened to Castle, what happened to Olives. You know what happened? Those communities used to be York. Somebody finished it, then they changed it to New York. And the other one was Castle. Somebody finished, they changed it to New Castle. And the other one was Orleans. And somebody finished and they changed it to New Orleans. In 2015, Akwa Ibom will be New Akwa Ibom. Simple. Come and see. So there is something to talk about. There is something to talk about. There is something for you to celebrate about in 2011. We have, within Uyo, is a flat land. It's a tableland, and so one of the greatest problems of Uyo is flood. Drainage. And therefore we went to Copenhagen in Denmark, and we brought in a system of drainage control, which is called pipe jacking. It's the first in Africa. That's what you are seeing there. From one central reservoir, pipes giant enough for you to ride your bike through, go around with you 3.7 kilometers around the town. And then they end in a ravine. The ravine discharges the water into a river. If you put in a small turbine, you can produce electricity by just controlling the force of the water. That is the one you are looking at there. It has been completed and commissioned and is working perfectly. I don't want to go into infrastructural development, but just suffice it to mention that your administration is making modest efforts to turn around the fortunes of your state. In terms of roads, we have intervened in at least 5 major federal highways. We have dualized at least 3 of them. If you come to the governor's village, for instance, you'll be passing between Ikotekpene and Abak. You'll pass through a dualized road, which people call Autobahn, because we took the design from Düsseldorf in Germany. There are people here to confirm that for you. If you are moving into you will see major urban renewal going on. We are turning the local government headquarters into a metropolis, expanding the fingers of the roads, and then creating pathways. If you go into Oron, you'll see major works going on in at least 34 brand new urban roads. You will even come from where Tminyan comes from, the former Inspector General of Police. You see the work we are doing on Etebienwan Road all the way to Eket. If you come from Eket, you will be enjoying at least 49 brand new roads done by this administration. And those things are there for people to see. And if you come from Eket, you will see signboards on the road from Kadinarekanem Road that was turned around with street lights, a former plantation.